So what up, guys? I forgot to pick up the camera before I left, but today I'm hopefully gonna be able to look at the car. I'm on my way right now to the dealer to look at some things, get some paperwork over with. Probably won't get it until Monday, which kind of sucks because I work. But it'll be like literally like the last time I got this car, because I picked it up on the day that I worked. So I literally go pick up the car, come home, and then just sleep because I gotta go to work. But it is what it is. At least it'll be in my hands. But yeah, right now we're just cruising, and yeah, I'll pick up the camera once I'm there, and we're taking first looks at it. It's still not ready. It's still technically, I think work is still being done to it. Like they're called PDIs or something like that. I learned that the other day. But yeah, we'll take a look at it here in a bit. What up, guys? Forgot to mention the last clip that I took. I saw the car already. It was dirty, obviously, because they had gotten off the trailer, but they were doing some something called PDIs or something like that. Yeah, pre-delivery inspections. So they were doing those, and that ended up taking so long because something was fucked up. And I just didn't end up picking up the camera whenever I got home. But today we are here. Hopefully everything goes as planned, and the next video will be probably it. So yeah, and sorry about the glare. Yeah, I'll pick it up right after this. What up, guys? I got some explaining to do, I guess. So I finally got the car. I'm in the car right now. I don't know, it's been hectic, but I didn't have the time to record just because I wanted to be off and, you know, put more time into doing this. But I have some free time right now, so I figured I'd go ahead and show it. But if you don't know by the interior, or if you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably don't know by now, but you probably will tell by the new handle. But let me show you the car real quick. So it's a 2023 Gr Supra, and yeah, I had to get it in black. I mean, I do plan on wrapping it soon, but it's just, you know, you can't go wrong with black. Really digging these new wheels. I wasn't a big fan of the I believe it was the pre-2021s, I believe, the two-tone. I wasn't a big fan of those, and I probably would have had to swap those out soon. But these I can run for a bit. Might need some spacers, but yeah, I just got the car tinted. It was running a fishbowl for the entirety of since I've had it, but I just did 20% ceramic tint all around, except for the windshield. These GSPs here, they do not play, and ironically, I live basically near a police station. But anyways, definitely a dream driving this thing. I mean, the whole way back, it was just me and my cousin, and I could not stop smiling. I still can't stop smiling. Anywhere I park, as soon as I'm walking back to the car, I'm already cheesing. But I still have to break it in, so even then I can't drive it, you know, too rough. By the way, mind you, she is a little dirty. I haven't washed her. Probably will do that later today, but it's because it's been raining since. But anyways, I haven't been able to get on it. I've only been doing like small pulls. A buddy of mine told me that I should probably play around with manual mode and see if I can just let it shift around like 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs to really break it in. But it makes sense. I have not driven in sport, but I have revved it. So I have a couple clips where I'm revving it. But man, she is a beauty. Let me go ahead and show you the interior while she's still clean. So let's get in. So yeah, I mean, definitely a step up from my Camry. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, let me see if I can zoom out so you can see more. Yeah, there you go. Honestly, if I could set up something to record some POVs while I drive, because I've seen people, they usually set up like a GoPro, I guess, right here, and it looks sick. Probably end up doing that, but I just bought my first part already. Yeah, I just bought my first part. It's really, it's an issue, honestly, to some people, but hey, I mean, it makes us happy. But yeah, it's my first, honestly, it's my first performance part, honestly. Since I want to approach this build a little bit different from the Camry, I want to do performance stuff, just get that out of the way. But in terms of like lowering and wheels, yeah, that'll come with time. I'm not really too focused. But suspension wise, I might end up running bags just because my driveway is pretty ass. But other than that, wheels I can wait on, and anything else really. But performance, I'm just trying to get that out of the way while I'm, you know, putting miles on this car. But that's another thing, since I'm trying to break it in, I've been driving this thing everywhere. Any kind of like route I take, I basically take the long path to any destination I have. And so far, so I got it Wednesday, and so far I have 400 miles. I've pumped once. So, yeah. But let me give an explanation as to why this took way longer than it needed to. All right, so basically what had happened was I've been eyeing on a Supra for a good year, actually. Ever since I left the Camry the way it was, it sat that way for a year. I already knew I wanted this car. It was just a matter of time, and I guess the more I watched videos and fell in love with the car, yeah, it just had to come with me. But basically what had happened was I could never find one in town from a dealer that lives near me, and I finally got the balls to hit up somebody that I seen on Instagram with a Supra. You might meet him soon, but he has a white Supra, and I hit him up and I asked him if he could potentially show me his car. Coolest dude I ever met. He ended up letting me drive his car, and we went up like this. We went up this mountain, and surprisingly enough, he let me drive it back down. Well, certain that I was gonna get this car. So the car got here actually. I want to say about a month ago, honestly. But they had issues with a knock sensor. I think that's what they said. They ended up just replacing both, or I think only two, I'm not sure. But basically it just wouldn't get out of like valet mode, and they were running into issues where they couldn't bypass that, I guess. And I had to wait on parts, and it was just a mess, and I was just trying to hold on, and whole time I'm like, damn, is it really even meant to be if I'm already having these kind of issues? But I mean, it happens. I mean, it's a new car. It only had 15 whenever I first saw it. Yeah, I also ended up seeing a Mark IV Supra there whenever I went to the dealer to first check it out and get some of the paperwork out of the way. But yeah, finally this past Wednesday is when I ended up scooping this car up. And yeah, I'm very in love with this car. It handles really well. It's new to me. I mean, it's my first rear-wheel drive car, so I'm definitely taking it easy. Still trying to learn more about this car. So that's the car, and if anything, the only thing I want you guys to take out of this is definitely keep going after your dreams, honestly. I mean, it's been, I guess, a year in the making, but really trying like a couple of months, really. But a year ago, I probably wouldn't have ever thought I'd get this car. And not to say that it felt like it was more out of my reach, but as time went on, I started to see how it was more doable, you know? All I want it to do to you is motivate you, honestly. I mean, I understand that financially it wasn't the smartest move, especially being this young. my payments are gonna be pretty hefty. By the way, I did finance it, obviously. I don't got that kind of money to just buy it outright. I mean, I feel like it's gonna make me work harder, and if anything, anytime I walk up to the car, it just motivates me more, you know. And I understand you don't necessarily need motivation, you need more discipline if anything, but I don't know, it's one of those things where it's like, you're only ever this young once, and I understand that's like the root of most people's problems, but it's like, I didn't want to be maybe 40, 50 years old and not being able to feel the same, you know what I mean? But enough of that explanation. I don't really need to explain myself. I love this car, and that's all that matters. If you have any questions or you're wanting to know certain things, what I plan on doing, I mean, just stick around. This new part should be here soon, so that'll be the first install video. But yeah, stick around if you want to see the build. It's definitely going to be something I'm hoping unique, definitely cool. You might like it, you might not, I don't know, you might want to chime in. Nonetheless, it'll be fun, and this is a whole new chapter, so gonna definitely meet new people through this, and I'm excited. I've already met a handful of people through this car, honestly, but yeah, still trying to sell some Camry parts, so that's an issue, but I'll push that out more as time goes on. I think I'm finally gonna sell my first piece this weekend. I just want to say thank you to my family and my friends. I don't feel like this would have been possible without them. It's definitely an eye-opener to see other people motivate you, and hopefully you set a motivation to other people, because I only want to inspire people, never want to bring anyone down. But yeah, and another huge shout out to my boy that let me drive this Supra. He's so crazy to let me do that, but I appreciated that a lot. His name's Aaron. Dope ass Supra. I'm gonna definitely see him soon. It's very modded out, honestly, okay? And so it kind of set my bar high, I'm not gonna lie. So when I drove a stock Supra, I was like, but huge shout out to him. I still don't understand why he let me drive his car, but shout out, honestly, huge shout out to my boy. Honestly, I'll put his at in my description, because he deserves some love for that. And another huge shout out to people that I used to click it with that also had a Camry and shifted over to a Supra. You know who you are. One of them actually makes YouTube videos. Shout out to Insane, badass dude. The comeback will be strong, bro, just trust. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. Honestly, you motivated me a lot to get this car and showed me that it is very possible. I understand the Supra's down right now, but you'll be back in no time, bro. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Love you guys. Let's ride. So I can roll me another blunt. I'm getting high so I can laugh.